It's Doorway to the Paintings. Got a nice painting here. Interesting painting. Fascinating. One that I like a lot. It's got my usual pillars and interesting background and characters. It's got rain and lightning and some vines and a lot of the characters you've seen before. Or similar types of characters. Yeah, I think this is a very interesting painting. It's one of my favorites. A lot of people might think it's jaded and kind of, down, but I like the pillars and I like the rain, the lightning. It's kind of a painting that puts you in deep thought, I think. Makes you reflect and think about things deep. And you got the lightning hitting a structure there. It's a painting that I like a lot. I think it's fascinating. It's mostly Impressionism, but the pillars look kind of real, and some other elements look real, but I think it's mostly Impressionism. Well, it's Doorway to the Paintings. Let's have a look at this one. Yep, there it is. Pretty much the full view. Got the pillars. Looks kind of scary. You got depth to this painting. A lot of depth. I really like it. I just love the characters. Love the pillars. I like this character here. Again, I'm inspired by ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and a whole bunch of other things too. And like I mentioned in other videos before, the part in Halloween 1 where the mental patients are in the courtyard on the hospital grounds, and it's dark and it's late at night, it's raining and it's got lightning and everything. That was an inspiration. A lot of it with ancient Greece and ancient Rome. These robes are like in ancient times, so just love the pillars, the columns, and how it's dark. Makes it look more mysterious to me and more interesting. And with the rain, the puddles, I really love it. That's art. That's Impressionism. It's a good balance of Impressionism and realism, although I think most of it's Impressionism, but there's quite a bit of realism with these pillars and then the characters in the far background. Look at that. I just love that. Sometimes I like the background the best, just because I tend to put these pillars in the background too, and they're kind of faded because they're back there, so it gives the painting depth, and then you have the characters way in the background. Interesting painting on an interesting night on this nightcap, Doorway to the Paintings. Thank you for joining me. He's got good musculature, almost like a statue. He's feeling the raindrops. He's in deep thought about something. Actually, I'm not sure if this is the character that I've had in other paintings like this, or if he's just similar to that character, that usually has a robe on and he's got something in his hand that's red and black. I'm not sure if it's him or if it looks like him, but I had him in mind when I painted this. Definitely another one to be part of that genre, my own genre with these pillars. And yeah, a lot of people might look at this and think, well, it's just kind of jaded, but it's really one of my favorites. I love the stone with the vines around it at nighttime, the shadows. I just love it. There's raindrops over here too on the left side of him. puddles. Let's go in the background here. You have these characters walking back here. 8 of them, way in the background. This is an interesting character here, looking over at us and probably at him too. See the vines? Really like that. I really like that. There's more characters back here. I love that about this painting. There's a lot of depth to it. Put it in the light here just a little bit more. See those characters in the back, and then this character here is just sitting up against this pillar. Just love it. Got the lightning. Really looks good. I'm not sure if this painting is on redbubble.com or not. I think it might be, but I'm not sure. I really can't. I put about 100 and over 160 on there, so this might be one of them. I'd have to check again. Go back here, get a fuller view. Just love the lightning. Really do. And then this lightning over here. I love this, by the way, this lightning bolt. It looks really good in the distance. And then this lightning here is striking this structure and it's collapsing. I like a lot of my paintings to be open to interpretation, so you can look at it and interpret it your way. Everyone's life is either a lot different or at least a little different. Could have been a lot of similarities, could have been very few similarities, but how does it strike you? What's your interpretation? Think about it. Paintings could really mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Those pillars, I think that's my favorite part. And then the characters in the background. But I like the whole thing. Yeah, it's really one of my favorites. Yeah, it's really a painting that you can kind of get deep with. What's on his mind when you see this painting? What are you thinking about? Does it remind you of anything? Where does it take your imagination? Where does this painting take you? Takes me to a lot of different places, and it's reminds me of a lot of the different things I've thought about. Reminds me of different things I've seen and different things, different movies too that I've seen, in different parts of certain movies that I like a lot. Well, I hope you like looking at this painting with me. I really like this painting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, good night, everybody.